The history of the Defender is a story retold thousands of times, but the history of the Land Cruiser is a lesser known one. In 1951, forerunner to the Land Cruiser was the BJ. It came in several forms, in one wheelbase, built mostly for the Americans, who called on local industry to aid in the rebuilding of Japan after World War II. The words Land Cruiser were joined together 3 years later with the Land Cruiser BJ-25, which was similar but had more civilian appeal. With the introduction of the F-Type engine, the first FJ model, Land Cruiser was becoming a household word. In 1956, the first passenger carrier, the station wagon FJ-28V. The FJ-40 denoted short wheelbase, FJ-43 medium wheelbase, and FJ-45 long wheelbase. By now, Land Cruisers were sold in 80 countries. In 1967, the first true Land Cruiser wagon was introduced as the FJ-55. Not much happened until 1969, when the BJ series was introduced. While on the outside the changes were less obvious, mechanically the improvements were many. By now, 100,000 Land Cruisers had been built. In 1974, the BJ-40, a favourite with Land Cruiser enthusiasts, was introduced. By now, Land Cruisers were made in two distinct models, the FJ's and BJ's utilitarian pickup-base variants, and by 1980, the 60 series station wagon. The year after, 1981, the millionth cruiser was delivered, which was a specially painted 60 series wagon. The vehicle we have just tested is a 70 series wagon. It was first launched in 1984. Our model has a new front end, but very similar in concept. One of the best loved models was introduced in 1989, the 80 series station wagon, with all-round coil spring suspension. This model is still regarded by many as created in Toyota's finest hour, and still one of the best all-round 4x4 wagons of all time. In 1996, the 90 series, better known as the Prado, appeared. Smaller and softer than its big brother 80, it was never meant to replace the 80, but sold alongside. About this time, Land Cruisers saw successes in Paris-Dakar, with wins in the non-modified diesel engine production vehicle class in 96, 98, 99 and 2000. In 2001, Toyota launched the 100 series, in GX form with solid axles like the 80 and VX with independent front axles like the Prado, which in 2002 was redesigned and in my view was the first Land Cruiser to look a bit like a girl. By this time, Land Cruiser production exceeded 3.6 million units sold in 127 countries. In 2007, the 200 series replaced the 100 series to be sold alongside the rugged FJ-70 pickup, FJ-76 wagon and Prado.